There is now an official date for the Merge of Ethereum. I know, about time, right? The Ethereum Foundation, a non-profit organization devoted to supporting Ethereum and other technologies linked to Ethereum, has finally given some insight as to what to expect with the upcoming merge and when exactly things will go down. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's just head into it. This news comes after months of speculation. It is anticipated that the actual merge will take place between the 10th and the 20th of September. When the merge is executed, Ethereum will transition from a proof-of-work POW model to a proof-of-stake POS system. This will ultimately result in the development of Ethereum 2.0, often known as ETH 2.0. POW is a type of cryptographic evidence that enables one party to communicate to other parties that a particular amount of computational work has been done. This information can be verified at a later time with a bare minimum of additional work. The proof-of-stake POS consensus process, on the other hand, is one that validates block transactions, depending on the number of coins a validator stakes. The Bellatrix upgrade, which will start the final countdown of the merge, has been set to activate on September 6th at 11:34 a.m. UTC, according to a blog post published by the Ethereum Foundation. Was the merge the event that crypto aficionados were looking forward to the most this year? The upgrade is crucial as it cuts down over 99% of energy consumption, said Idul Patel, CEO and co-founder of the cryptocurrency exchange Matrax. This can take it away from the radar of governments trying to impose duties on energy-intensive mining. Patel added, Satvik Vishwanathan, CEO and co-founder of the cryptocurrency network Unocoin, referred to the merge as a progressive step, making the following statement. As a decentralized maximalist, I believe this to be a progressive step towards making crypto and decentralization globally accepted, and creating and managing makes it easier for developing countries with limited power supply. According to statements made by the co-founder and chief technology officer of the social networking software Meme Chat, Ujjwal K. Panchal, when the Ethereum merge is implemented, it will move to POS and allow for great scalability and cheaper costs. This will result in an increase in the number of users. At this time, ETH claims, or chains based in ETH, are gaining a significant amount of traction in the Web3 market. An increase in the stakes and interest could result in greater funding of blockchain research and other new ventures, as Panchal pointed out. In proof-of-stake systems, the processing does not require a significant amount of energy, transactions are relatively inexpensive, and the system is resistant to big attacks on the network because the compensation structure is built in a way that makes it less attractive to launch an assault. In proof-of-stake consensus models, users are required to stake some of their own coins as collateral in order for their blocks to be validated. Validators are users who stake coins to prove their ownership. To validate the block, also known as the mine, a random selection of these validators is performed. This results in less competition between the various parties. Although earlier reports suggest that you would need to stake 32 Ethereum coins in order to run a node, sync their own self-verified copy of ETH, the Ethereum network clarified on its official site that no ETH is required. The statement was made in response to a question about whether or not ETH was necessary to run a node. Not prior to the merge, and not following the merge either. Not ever. According to the website, the merge will not result in cheaper gas prices because it is an expansion of network capacity, and expanding network capacity does not result in lower gas prices. For the benefit of those who are not aware, a gas-free refers to the maximum amount of energy that a user has committed to spend in order to successfully complete a cryptocurrency transaction on a blockchain. The announcement of the merge has been responsible for driving up the price of ETH dramatically over the past few weeks. As a result, the value of this cryptocurrency came extremely close to topping $1,900 just a week ago. According to the statistics provided by CoinMarketCap, the price of Ethereum was sitting at $1,700 at the time that this video was being created. This represents a gain of 3.91% over the course of the previous 24 hours. If the same optimistic upsurge that began in the middle of 2021 were to continue, the cryptocurrency news outlet Coinpedia forecasted that the price of ETH might end 2022 somewhere between $6,500 and $7,500. But we've seen how well their predictions played out in the past, so take that for what it's worth. Because of the merge, the price of Ethereum Classic is expected to be even more volatile than that of Bitcoin over the next few months. The upgrade to Ethereum could make it more desirable and sustainable for wider usage, but until that happens, industry experts are waiting to watch how investors and companies who build their technology on Ethereum's platforms respond to the improvements. For the price of Ether to keep going up over the long run, investors will need to see evidence of increased demand and functioning. This is true regardless of what occurs in the immediate future. While the Ethereum development team continues to move to its second-generation updates, the blockchain now faces significant competition from other platforms that are filling in the holes left by the blockchain. Additionally, there is a very well-known star investor that is optimistic regarding the merger. The future Merge of Ethereum is an upgrade for the blockchain that is eagerly anticipated and will significantly minimize the ecological footprint of the blockchain. Billionaire Mark Cuban is one of the proponents of the upcoming Merge of Ethereum. Cuban, an investor on the show Shark Tank, as well as the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, told Fortune that he is a supporter of the merger. "I believe that the problem of energy consumption is significant." Because of the energy question, Cuban stated that he views the transition of proof of stake as a positive development. "But we're talking the long haul," he continued by saying. "I don't know if and when it goes up." Cuban stated that despite this, "I think the applications to drive usage will be there," and added that he continues to have an extremely strong outlook on Ethereum. When Cuban has previously discussed his fondness for Ethereum, he has on multiple occasions emphasized the applications and use cases that can be accomplished with the network as a motivator for his support. He has primarily discussed his fascination in smart contracts, which are collections of code that, when placed on a blockchain, carry out a predetermined set of instructions. Ether is one of the cryptocurrencies that Cuban holds, along with others such as Bitcoin and the meme-inspired cryptocurrency Dogecoin. His holdings also include a few non-traditional currencies, NFTs, and investments in blockchain firms, many of which are focused on improving Ethereum. What do you think about the merge happening now? Are you as enthusiastic as Cuban? Let us know in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated on the latest crypto news.